Hey there everybody, Mythe here today, and I just wanted to go over quickly the map for Warlords of Draenor, which is part of the data mining thing that came out just on the 4th of April. And basically, this is the map of Draenor that we have right now. That's on the website, and basically that's what they've released to us. As far as the map that was data mined, this is the mini-map information that shows up when you walk around in the world in your mini-map. So what it looks like, you have Nagrand up here, you have Frostfire Ridge right here, you have Gorgrond up in this corner here, you have Tanan Jumgul over here. Talrador is basically right here. That's where, what is that called? Shatrath and Aquinduin is right there. Shadow Moon Valley is off to the side here. These are the Spires of Arak, where the Arakoa live. Those are the different areas right there. This is your PvP island up here. And you have what is probably another storm here and some other unidentified island down here. And if you overlay the Draenor map onto that, you have basically what all those places look like. This says Farallon on it, on the map, so yeah, they seem to still be working on it. And there's another landmass up here that's not on that previous map. This looks like a copy of what should go right here. Basically that is like an overlay of, what is that called? Garadar. So that is actually that right there. That might be for a scenario or something. Not really sure what that is, but here you have the Black Temple, before it was known as such. You have Hellfire Peninsula basically right here, before it was destroyed and all that. You have Gorgrond up here, you have Frostfire up here, and basically, you know, you basically have the different parts of that, and this was came off of MMO-Champion. So, those are basically all the different parts, and as you can see, not all of it is finished. You have parts of it that are just like not even finished, and because it's an alpha, it's not. They're still working on it, and you have parts of it that have yet to be painted. For example, part of the process of making a game is you're still working on it, even as you're testing it and doing that sort of thing. Like Farallon up here is just like this. It's all green. So yeah, they're still working on it. This part down here needs to be painted, for example. But these areas where new players will probably be, these all look pretty done. This part up here and this part down here are pretty done. So those are probably the things that they'll start testing more in the alpha. Like the Grand doesn't look that. The Grand still looks sort of unfinished. The Spires of Arak looks unfinished. The dome on top of Shatrath looks like there's only half of it there or something. But this is just data mined, and you can't really tell from that what it's all gonna look like when it's finished. But I mean, I could get in closer to look at it and look at little details and everything. So we'll do that in a future video. But I just wanted to show off, some of the stuff that's been data mined from there. I mean, you have an island up here that's not even on this map. But I mean, everything is proportional to the other thing. So it all looks proportional to the actual map. Pretty much looks about the same. So that looks pretty decent as far as the map goes. And with a few extra things and surprises probably thrown in there. Like you have this here. Everybody knows what that is. Big old diamond that sits in the middle of the Grand. What else do you have? You have basically what's where you get the nether drakes is over here. There are forests over here and over here, like there are in Blade's Edge Mountains. This isn't necessarily in Outland, so this is a pretty new zone here, pretty new looking area. This right here is actually where Zanger Marsh used to be. So this is actually Zanger Marsh, and there are giant mushrooms here, so you still have echoes of Zanger Marsh over there between Blade's Edge and wherever, Gorgrond as it's called now. So go ahead and erase that. And let's see, you have this well-known structure here, which is in Hellfire Peninsula. You have the Dark Portal, which is right here. You have the PvP zone, which looks like it has a giant drawn skeleton or something in it, which looks pretty cool. You have some sort of port here. Yeah, Shatrath is actually a port city here. Now this is just a small part of Draenor, probably, so there's more to Draenor than this, most likely. But I don't think that we'll see that in this expansion. I mean, this actually gives us an excuse to go back to Draenor before it became Outland, this expansion, so we might be able to see, you know, what's over here. Is there anything over here? I know there was, like right here is where Deathwing eventually came to something in Outland. I don't know. I haven't actually sat down and played Warcraft 2 in a long time, so I'll have to look into that. But yeah, Deathwing came through the Dark Portal, went over here somewhere. So there's something over here other than this, or he might have went here. Not really sure. What else? What else? I know that, you know, Nagran has cities here and over here. And you have the Arakoa that live down here. I just like circling things. You basically have a big kind of like industrial thing going on up here. And this isn't even done yet. So when this is done, this will be nice, because you'll be able to see what Netherstorm looked like before it, you know, became Netherstorm. Most likely. So that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about, just as far as the map is concerned. There's more to come. I mean, this is, you know, pretty simple map overlay that basically, you know, points out where different things are. Especially on this one, it's like a Dark Portal. You got the Black Temple. You got Akenduin. You've got Shatrath. You've got Nagrand. Actually, Gorgrond is probably going to be a lot of ogre stuff there, so. And not really sure what Farallon will be. Frostfire Ridge. We'll have probably orcs there, orcs here, Arakoa here, Draenei here, and probably Draenei here, Zanger Marsh underneath that there. It'd be interesting to see what's up here, especially because in Outland, from here to here, there's a bunch of stuff going on here. There's a bunch of boats and stuff floating out here. So it'll be interesting to see how they got there, probably. Yeah, I think that's all I want to talk about. And we don't know what this is yet, so that's a big question mark. I'll put that there. Yeah, so I hope to learn more about this map and what's on it, and probably point out some little things that might be interesting to people who like lore in the game. Anyway, thanks for watching, and there will be future videos.